Hey guys, it's Bree here from AZ, and I'm going to go ahead and do my February paycheck number 1 budget with me. So let's get started. I'll flip this over, zoom you guys in. Oops. Okay. And my battery's kind of running short, so if my handwriting gets messy, then you know I'm trying to hurry. Okay. So for income, will be mine, and we are budgeting $14.55. With my husband's income, it's gonna be budgeted at the same as we normally do at $10.80. Excuse me. Get a little bit of water. Okay, and then we have, we're gonna do a rollover of $50. And my son Sebastian will be giving us $50, bringing us a total of $2,635.00. Okay, now we will go down to our bills. First we have our Verizon, and that's due on the 6th. And we have $369.92. Although this is probably gonna change. I haven't even checked, but oh, I have that budgeted for that amount, so I'll just leave it. But my son got a new phone, which he's gonna be paying for, and then my watch service got added, so that's another $10. So I keep forgetting to add that in there, but I'll just leave it for right now. So now we have PayPal due on the 7th, which is $30. And then we have our Desert Financial, which is our credit union, and we will pay for our Audi, and that is the 11th, and that payment is $366.27. And then we have Disney Plus, which is due on the 12th, and that is $7.61. And then we have our personal loan, which is due on the 14th, and that is $408.72. And then my husband has his PayPal payment, which is for his Apple storage, and that is on the 14th as well, and that's only $1.06. And then we have my husband's Discover, and that is on the 15th, and that's going to be budgeted at $65. And then our GRTI bill, which is our home phone and internet, is on the 15th, and we are budgeting at $30. Okay, so now we will go down to our variable expenses. So we will start with my husband's spending, which will be 100. My spending will be 100. And then we have groceries. And household, which is going to be at 400. So I know I said I was going to increase this, but I was able to rein it in this past pay period, so I'm going to just keep it at 400 and just stay under budget. I've been watching more closely of what is being purchased and why, so I may start a revolving fund for this, just to have, you know, on certain times, or maybe like a bulk envelope, so that like when we go to Sam's Club and things like that, then I can buy it in bulk, rather than, you know, wasting our whole grocery amount. I think that's kind of what's doing it, but I don't know. I'll think about that and update you guys on that and see how we're going to do that. Gas, we are going to leave at 175. I might decrease that a little bit, but I'm a little weary on doing that just right now. But I'll keep an eye on that and see how we do. Okay, eating out. It's just I'd rather have more than not. And if we don't spend it, then it just goes into savings. So, you know, eating out, we have 200. So, I mean, gas, sometimes we use a lot and sometimes we don't. It just depends on our work schedules. And then, like my mom and my grandma live up north on the Navajo reservation. So, my dad, he is real scared of the virus and things like that, so I go and get groceries for him. My brother lives there and my nephew lives there, so whenever they run out of things, they'll let me know, and then I have, you know, go over there. I mean, it's not very far. It's like, you know, 20 minutes from where I am. So I've been doing that for them for the last couple of weeks. I believe my mom will be traveling back down in the next week or so, so she'll be here and she'll buy bulk until she goes back again, and then when they run out, they'll let me know. So that's kind of how we've been doing that. But I don't use our budget money. I use my own personal money, and then whenever my mom gets a chance, then she'll transfer some money into my account from her account. So that's just how we do that. But it's no problem at all. You know, he's elderly. He had a stroke not a few years back. You know, I'd rather him not worry about anything and me taking care of that. So my brother doesn't have a license and my nephew doesn't have a license, so they can't drive. So that's why I have to go and do it. But and they could do Instacart and things like that. But I think it's easier on my mom when I go and make sure I get everything, and then if that store doesn't have it, then I can go to another store and get it. So, you know, I think she's more comfortable with me going and doing that. But lately I've been able to do, you know, Walmart pickup and Sam's Club pickup for her, and things like that, so that I know if it's not there, like, you know, when they notify you something isn't there, then I can go to that store before I go pick up. So, or to a different store before I go pick up. So, And then that way I'm able to email her the receipt or the pickup order, and then she knows how much I spent. So, although I don't mind buying them for her, but I know she's always done that for me and paying me back for whatever I do buy. So, so our total is $2,278.58. So if we subtract that from the 2,635, we now have $356.42. Okay. And then now we will go down to our revolving cash envelopes. So that is $356.42. And then we have our car maintenance. I know I said I'm going to make this fast. Let me just write these out really quick. Car registration. And we have clothing. Emergency fund. So yesterday I sat down and I kind of went over my budget for the full year. Although I did not use any forms or anything like that, I just sat down and used a notebook and kind of just guesstimated at, you know, what I'll be saving, if I need to cut back on some sinking funds, things like that. So hopefully I can kind of stick to it now that I kind of see the long run throughout the year. I mean, I just threw, you know, some numbers in there and, you know, kind of estimated a little bit higher on some of our bills and, you know, around birthdays and things like that. So, to be honest with you, it kind of took me all day, but, you know, I was able to project what my yearly thing would be. So, I can kind of give you a sneak peek at that. So we have 20, 20, 10, 20, and 20. Okay, so now our total for here is going to be $120. And then our leftover from the 356 will now be 236 and 42 cents. Okay, so now we'll go back up here to our sinking funds. So we'll write 236 and 42. And then okay, so I'm just gonna write their names in here just to make it a little bit quicker. Amazon anniversary. So I'm trying to keep everything in alphabetical order, as if you couldn't see, but that's just me. It kind of makes it easier for me to look it up and things like that in my binder. I mean, I already kind of knew where everything was in the first part, but oops, I almost put Gary again. Graduation, Sebastian, and our sports fund. Okay, so we will be doing 10 for Addison, 10 for Amy. We will not be doing anything for Amazon Prime. Anniversary will be getting 5. Caden will be getting 5. Dean will be getting 5. And this is because Amy and Garrison have birthdays in September, and my kids don't have it until actually next year. Like, their birthdays for this year hasn't even come up, so I'm actually starting to save for next year. So graduation, I'll get 10, and Sebastian will get 5. So, and our sports fund will be at 0. So that is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. I mean, I have it written down, but I just always like to double check my numbers. So 60 from the 236 now gives me 176.42. Okay, and then we will go down to our extra debt. So 176.42, and this is our snowball debt. More debt snowball, some say. I don't know. I say snowball debt, but other people don't. So I'll be putting 50 in there, and then subtract that from the 176. Now gives us 126.42. Okay, and then for our extra savings, we will have so 126.42, and this is our joint savings account. Like I said, me and my husband have, for those that you don't know, me and my husband have our own personal accounts as well. So so this is our joint savings. So we also have our own savings as well. I mean, when you open a checking account, you get the savings for free. So so we have that, and that's just so that everything in our joint account is taken out for the family, and personal things like our spending gets transferred into each of our own bank accounts, and then we use that for whatever, you know, we spend our money on. My husband likes to golf. He likes to go watch sporting events, you know, at the bar or the casino or things like that. Although he hasn't really been doing that lately. He likes to go out and hunt. Not really hunt, but fish. He likes to go to like racing, like dirt racing, like I don't know what it's called. I can't think. But anyways, so he uses his money for that, and then you know, for me, it's like my craft supplies or stuff on my Cricut or things for my budgeting. So that's why I don't have like a beauty envelope or nail envelope or things like that, because I just use it out of my personal, and I track it in my own expense log that I keep for myself. So that is that. So we will go down to, oops, didn't mean to push that button. Okay, so now we will go to our cash envelope breakdown, and I'm going to try and write this out quickly. So if it cuts out, then I will come back on, and once the battery is recharged. So we have car maintenance, car registration. So I hope you guys are doing well on your new budget for 2021. Ours was a rough start in January, but we kind of reined it in, and excuse me, have been doing pretty well this last pay period. So so yeah. But I mean, life happens. There's not much you can do about it. And you just adjust to things that do happen, and you just make sure that, you know, you use the funds that you accounted for. We do try to keep a small buffer in our account. That's why we do not zero out our account, because that extra goes into that cushion. So just so that in case something isn't, you know, if it's not covered in the miscellaneous, then I can use that extra cushion for that. And that's because we do a cashless system. So, and that is because I'm not the only one that gets groceries. My husband gets groceries. My son will also get groceries. So it's easier for me not to, I mean, I guess I could take the cash out and go back to the bank and put it in once it's been used, but I think that's more of a hassle for me, because we do have a credit union, and you know, there's only so many around where we live, and sometimes if somebody has the virus at that certain bank that we go to, then they shut down for like a week or two. And so there's been a couple times where that's happened, and I, you know, have to use the ATM to get money out, and then I have to find change. So yeah, so it's easier for us just to make sure that we use our, and I track my amounts every single day. I check my account every morning and every evening, and I make sure that they're listed in my expense tracker, and so that's how we do that. So 10, 20, 20, 10, 20, 20, and then Addison and Amy get 10, anniversary, Kaden, Dean get 5, Garrison gets 10, graduation gets 10, Sebastian gets 5. Oops, I didn't mean to write that in there. That actually gets nothing. I was gonna skip it, but I didn't realize. Okay, so now our total, and I did not calculate that. So we have 120 plus 60 plus 50 is 230. So this should all come out to $230. So if we go to our cash denominations, again, we have to write it in, but I'm fine with that. Okay, so we have a 20, a 10, a 20, 20, 10, 20, 20, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, 5, nothing there, and 150. Okay, so we have 150, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. So that's 20, 60, 100, and 50. So that now gives us 230. Like, yeah, 80, 180, yeah, 230. So there we go. And then I will just take my little cash breakdown. Slip, which I never seem to have ready when I record. So I will take it out of my binder. So let me just Okay, sorry, my battery died and I had one extra one, so what I was gonna do was get an alcohol pad and just wipe this all off. These are so small. When I was a diabetic, I had to get all of these things, and now since my weight loss, I no longer have to take any medicine or check my sugars. So let's just dry that off real quick. And let me get a marker. So we will go ahead and write these in. So we have 4 5s at $20. We have 6 10s at $60. We have 5 20s at $100 and 1 50 at $50. And the whole amount is for $230. Okay, so that's what I will take to the bank on the day that I get paid, which is not until this Friday, which will be the 5th. So today is Wednesday the 3rd. Yes. I have to think about it. So in a couple days, I will take that once we get paid and get the money out, and then I will do a cash envelope stuffing for you guys. So that is it. I wanted to show you a quick peek at what I was talking about. So here I went ahead and try and move you just to the one side. So here is kind of what I did. This is just a rough draft of, so this is going to be my pay periods for May, and then, you know, it goes on, so June, July, August, then we have September, October, well, we have one extra one in October, so there's another one here, and then we have November, and we have November, December, and here I put Christmas bonus, so I don't really account that for any of the pay periods. It's just what we use. So what we'll do is, if we go to Black Friday or Cyber Monday or anything like that, we order things, we buy it on our credit card if it's from that store, or we can use our other credit cards, and then with our Christmas bonus we pay it back. So that's why we don't have a Christmas envelope, is because we always get a Christmas bonus from our employment. So that's why you'll never see me stuff the Christmas envelope. And then this is the last paycheck for December. So yeah, so I went ahead and did that. Again, it kind of took me all day because I was trying to figure out what bills I had and things like that for that pay period. And so, you know, it's kind of a rough draft of what I'm doing. So that's that. Alright guys, well that's the end of my video. So my next one will be my closeout for January paycheck number 2, and then also my cash stuffing. So those will probably be on the same day. That way I can close out and cash and do all of my accounting in one day. So hopefully that'll either be this Friday the 5th or the Saturday the 6th. So I do not work Friday, so hopefully it will be Friday. Okay guys, I will talk to you in the next one. Thanks.